Hey, it's ScoutAndy, and thank you for joining me in another video. Today is a Corona Vision video, and also it's going to be about our good old friend, Project Phoenix. I'm sorry I haven't made a video lately. It's just online school and band and scouts and all that type of stuff has just been in my way. But here I am. I promise I'm not dead. And today we're going to make an interior video. Since we've been working on the outside, we thought that the interior would need some love. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get on with the video. So, what we've done in previous episodes are on this magical whiteboard of whatever we've done with my beautiful picture of a Porsche. So far we have bled the clutch brakes, we have fixed the ignition switch, which is right here, and this is the old one, not the new one. And we have cleaned the grounds, and we have found this beautiful monstrosity. So if you look really, really closely, you can see some green. Now, some people could argue that that's just some green wires, but that's actually corrosion from whatever. Probably from being outside for so long, or maybe a rat got to it. Who knows? Let's see. So what we did off camera is we fixed the shifter. Now right here, this is not supposed to look like that. It's actually supposed to be straight and not supposed to be coned. So this happens to any shifter. It's not because it was neglected, but it happens to everyone because you're using it so much and it just gets like this. So every so often you have to replace it. And this sad piece of roadkill we had to take off. And we replaced that too, and it works like a charm. And do you remember whenever it was like wobbly, like doing the wobble? Well, now it's kind of, a bit better. It's an actual car now. So that's about all we've done so far. Now, things we need to do or things that we have a problem with is there's no spark. Now, even though we replaced the spark plugs, it just doesn't want to spark. Like, it's stuck, the fuel's stuck up in that little pipe, and it doesn't want to create go juice. Yeah, that's what it's called, totally. There's no fuel, which I just talked about, and there's no tack bounce. Now, all of these would relate to the bad DME. So the whole reason why that is not happening is because of it. That'll be in a different video. I'll talk about that in a different video. But let's go ahead and do what we're doing today. Okay, so today we are going to be replacing the steering wheel that is in there. It usually, 1980 steering wheel would usually be a pretty good steering wheel, but in this case, no. It feels like you're driving a bus, and it's just not good. So the steering wheel we are going to be replacing it with will be this brand new steering wheel. Amazing. We just got this in the mail today, and it smells like fresh leather, unlike that one, which literally smells like it's been in a dumpster forever. If you're curious what it looks like, this is what it looks like without the horn. It's a pretty good, it's a really, really good steering wheel. Now here is the steering wheel adapter, and it's from PelicanParts.com. And they're not our sponsor for today. I would gladly be my sponsor, but they aren't. They're just cool people. And here it is with some gold. So that means it's special. Put it back in the box so it didn't get torn up. And now we are going to do the whole replacing steering wheel part. And I'll walk you step by step of how to do it. Go ahead and go inside. So we're gonna go ahead and replace the steering wheel, but first go ahead and take a quick look at the shifter boot. It looks a lot better and it's not going around like it's doing the wobble every day. Okay, now back to the steering wheel. First thing you wanna do is make sure that it is locked. Well, that means that the wheels will not move and the steering wheel won't move past this point. So first thing you wanna do, the second thing you wanna do is take off the horn, like that. Once you took off the horn, you want to get a 24mm socket. If you want to, you can pause the video and go get that, but I'm gonna keep on going. This little wire right here is supposed to come out, so don't get scared, because I got scared when it came out. So put it into there, and you're gonna need a breaker bar, which I have right here conveniently, because there's no way, unless if you're He-Man, that you're gonna be able to take it out. And gosh, give me a second. So you want to get your breaker bar and your 24mm socket and just twist it. Just watch out for the visor and twist it. Oh Lord. Of course I pinch myself. Okay. Okay. Once you get it off, like I didn't, you'll have it off, and I'll go to that part in a bit. So once you broke it loose, you can just kind of just put it in there and take it off. Now once you get this thing off, give me a second. Any day now. Once you get it off, you want to pull off the steering wheel and you'll find a washer. And you want to keep that washer because it's going to be important for your next one, for your next steering wheel. Also, just saying that if you have an airbag in yours, just be warned, and you might want to watch a different video because mine's for an 86 that does not have one. If your washer goes inside of the steering wheel, you can just leave it in there. You take it out, put it in your cup holder. Here is the old steering wheel. It's smiling. It's like, get rid of me, please. So next thing you want to do is get your adapter right here. And you want to put it right here. This little copper thing makes it where your horn works. So you will go right here, and you want to make sure that these little dots right here line up perfectly and they're not crooked. I think I got it first try. That's pretty cool. So whenever you're putting on your steering wheel and you're putting in the bolts, or however your steering wheel works, they will line up perfectly and you won't have to worry about having a crooked steering wheel. It doesn't really get drilled in. This right here is also a part of how the horn works. Let's go ahead and put on the steering wheel next. So you want to make sure that you put your washer and your nut back on. And you want to put your washer on first and then your nut, and then you want to tighten it. Okay. So once you've tightened it, you want to get your steering wheel, and your steering wheel may be different than mine, but you want to line it up perfectly. And I mean perfectly, because I'm having trouble putting this on. Come on, any day now. Okay, there we go. Jeez. Okay, so it should be lined up something like that. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to attach the white wire to the yellow wire, whatever color your wires are. I'll show you. Oh gosh. Right. Okay. Then you want to put all the wires into the thingamabob. And put the thing on the thing. Hope that it lines up. Thing on the thing. Come on, thing. Put the thing on the thing. and hopefully save the world. So what you want to make sure to do is tighten up the little nut back here so the steering wheel doesn't fall out in your hands. So you want to make sure that this right here is lined up with every other hole in there, else it won't work. This little beauty ring, and we chose the silver screws out of the black ones because we just like the color silver. So I'm gonna tighten all of these, but I'm not gonna do it on camera because I know no one likes that. But if you have the exact same steering wheel as us, just make sure to tighten it. Just make sure to tighten it a lot so the screw doesn't come out. And I'll see you in a couple seconds. So we just finished the steering wheel. Getting the screws in was a bit of a pain, but we have done it. Little tip is that if your screw's having a hard time going in, you want to readjust it so you don't tear up the screw. I like the steering wheel because it gives kind of an 80s racer vibe, and it's smaller so I didn't feel like I'm driving an 18-wheeler every time. I really like it, and it feels good on my hands, even though I'm not going to be driving it for 3 more years. It feels good. But that's about all we have for this video. Stay tuned for the next video because that is going to be an amazing one. As soon as we get the package in, we're going to make it. And until next time, happy scouting. Knew that was going to happen. Okay. Hey, it's ScoutAndy, and thank you for joining me in another video. Yeah, whatever I was going to say. I was occupied by hitting my hand on the door. Okay. Okay.
Sorry, the camera was all pointed a weird way.
Seriously? So, we have done the steering wheel. You know what I wanted to say about that? You gonna tell me when to go? Or are you just gonna stand there?